It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
We are about set for some football and a Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Denver. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
1st and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. A run now with McLaughlin.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. His pass, caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. 11 yards on the pass there. First down for Tennessee.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it'll lead to a second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Third and 5. He'll look to throw. The sideline rockets there, and he got it.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on, forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. And he's going to have a Titans first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Tony Pollard, touchdown Tennessee. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Titans move out to a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. (7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. It's second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Nix to throw. He'll run again. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Second and a yard. Throwing. Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That is brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to lock it outright. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's Lockett. Downfield, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Stop short of the 20. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll bring this up to the 22. Amani Hooker there on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
Now, faking the give. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll look to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go. And he ends up just running right by you.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. They send Ridley in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown Titans. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Titans will take a 14-6 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. He'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The 1st down at the 38-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Play action now. It's Nick. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 53 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And the Broncos are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must, as they come out for first and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2. Throwing is Nix. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect line.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
They send Ridley in motion. He'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Work to do, the crowd helping the defense. Third down and 9. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Titan first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another try, 2nd and 10. Pollard. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run with Pollard. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth, as the kickoff comes. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is fielded inside the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Got a man. It's Lockett. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and Really nice job picking up the first down.
Lockett headed in motion. Now Pollard. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Again, it's Pollard. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. Third and long. They send Ridley in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And now a big mistake here. Opening kickoff of overtime goes out of bounds, so the first drive will begin at the 40. First and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The quarterback just has no chance to escape when the offensive line gets beat that fast. When the defensive line can get in the backfield before the quarterback even hits his back foot of his drop, he's got no choice but to just eat the sack and live to play another play.